Hi everyone, I am Nikhil Mittal. I am the creator of Nishank. This video is a part of day 4 of week of PowerShell shells which I am running on my blog labofapenetrationtester.com. In this video, let's have a look at Invoke-PowerShellWmi, which is a script which provides an interactive PowerShell session on a target using only WMI. The script is based on very interesting work by Jesse Davis, and his work is called WMI exploit. You can find more about WMI exploit on the accompanying blog post. So let's see how Invoke-PowerShellWmi works. Invoke-PowerShellWmi uses WMI to access a target machine, execute command or script on it, and then retrieve the output back. So this is the USP of this script, that it is able to retrieve output even when it is using WMI. Otherwise, it is not really easy to retrieve output when we are executing commands or scripts using WMI. We must have administrative access on the target machine. For that, we can either dump credentials or passwords in plain text, or steal or reuse tokens. But for this demonstration, I will use valid credentials for the target machine. Now, one thing I would like to point out here is Invoke-PowerShellWmi is able to retrieve the output because whenever we send a command to the target machine, the output is base 64 encoded and stored as names of newly created namespaces, WMI namespaces, and then that encoded value from WMI namespaces is sent back on the attacker's machine. It is decoded and displayed. The namespaces by default start with this tag called sysinfos. Let's see if we have any such namespace right now on the target machine. So we just executed a get WMI object commandlet, and we are looking for a namespace whose name begins with sysinfos. There is no such namespace right now. Now let's run a simple PowerShell command. Let's run just get host. So now the command is sent to the target in the base 64 encoded format. It is executed. The output is stored as the name of namespaces. It is sent back, decoded, and displayed. And now if we see or we search for any namespaces which start with sysinfos, you can see that there are two such namespaces. We can also execute native commands like WMI, etc., and the other ones, ipconfig, netuse, whatever you want. and we can also execute PowerShell scripts. Right now, in this prompt, we are sitting on PowerShell.exe-c prompt, and whatever command we enter is getting in front of this command. So we can always provide PowerShell.exe-e, which is equivalent to encoded command, and provide an encoded command or a PowerShell script here. If you see the blog post, I have given an example of executing a reverse TCP shell from here. Let's not get into that right now. Of course, we can start new PowerShell processes or whatever from here. So again, it takes time, and actually I'm not a big fan of WMI either, because it is not really firewall friendly, and it is not enabled by default. If I'm not wrong, it is not enabled by default in server 2012. Still, it is good to have alternatives in our tool chest. So as you can see, we can start new PowerShell, etc. Now another interesting thing is, if I type exit, a cleanup is initiated on the target machine, and now if we run this commandlet again on the target machine, we will see that there are no more namespaces like this. So there are no more namespaces like this on the target machine. The cleanup has been successful. So a pretty neat way of retrieving output from a target machine. Again, thanks to the original author. Hope you enjoyed this. This script could be found in the shells directory of Nishang. This was the day 4 video. Hope you're enjoying the series. Thank you very much for watching.